What up, everyone? Morning time. Was good. Doing this because what the? Just got that bug. Sorry, just got a little bug on me that wanted to stay on my body. It was weird. I'm doing good. I'm doing this stream now because my phone has been getting a consistent temperature warning, and I'm not a fan of it. So what I want to do is start doing these live streams a little bit earlier so I could do it outside while not getting a temperature warning, because it's an actual problem that keeps on happening. Is I just keep on going outside, boom, temperature warning. Simple as that. Like, there's literally nothing I can do about it. So we're just kind of going to go from here, though. Keep it up, keep the live going, keep the morning vibes going, talk about what we're going to, what we're trying to do here. Obviously, we're trying to win, become the best versions of ourselves, mentally, physically, spiritually. I managed to put a mini fan inside of my phone. How does that even work? It's crazy that it's 7:10 and it's this hot. Like, it should not be this hot. Like, the fact that my phone even has a chance to have a temp warning to me is insane. The UV is at like 1 right now. There's no reason it should be this hot, this high UV at 7 o'clock. It's 22 degrees in the UK? Well, that's insane. I'm assuming you're talking about Celsius, brother. Because if you're talking about Fahrenheit, bro, I don't even know. I don't even know what to think about that. Y'all could see the birds here, too. My bad. Sorry. Alright, what do we got? I cannot ever find a good angle for this stuff. I'll tell you guys, that is something I just can't. I'm unable to do. I think it's because of the height or something, but for whatever reason, whenever I try to find a good angle for like these lives, I'm unable to do it. I'm quite literally unable to do it. I did live for 1 hour and only one person joined. That's fine, brother. Go harder again the next day. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's not about what happened. It's about you not quitting. Okay? You think my first lives, even when I had like 500 subscribers, my first lives weren't getting no one. It took actual time and effort. It's going to be the same for you, brother. You're my #1 favorite YouTuber. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure this stuff out like anything else. But it gets tough when the angle's not doing what you want. But I just kind of have to just be grateful with what I got and not really complain too much. But if the angle was like this, it'd be 10 trillion times better. And I can't do it on that side for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know what the issue is, but there's an issue with it. So I don't know. I did live stream and only one guy came. That's all good, bro. At least you got one, not zero. When's your next live? I'm gonna join. I don't even know, brother. Honestly, I don't know. What should I do? Put a hashtag or something? Tell me the secret? Bro, there is no secret, dog. Here's the thing. Y'all think that there's a secret. If I could tell you the secret, you would have more viewers than me. But there's no secret. It's called practice, work, and doing it every single day. If I could just, with words, tell you how to, beat me in this, then I would do it. But I can't, because that's not what it is. It takes work, practice, and finding out what you're good at, okay? I found out what I'm good at. You find out what you're good at. Hashtags don't mean anything anymore, bro. Get out of that. We're not in 2016. We're in 2025, where what matters the most is your hook, your ability to keep an audience's retention. One of the best ways to do that is to stay real. There's a high demand for real, okay? So when people are swiping through their lives, they see a bunch of people that aren't real, okay? They see a bunch of people doing fake stuff, brain rot. And then they see me come up, and they say I'm talking about some real shit. And then they like it because they're like, wow, this guy's actually talking about some real stuff. And they're in demand for real because they see all fake things online. So if you can just keep it real, you're gonna get a lot of people that are just fiending for realness. And you can kind of just go from there. That's what I kind of noticed is that. But the thing is, if I could tell you a secret, like the actual secret for you to get more viewers than me on my lives, then I would already do it. But there is no secret. The secret is you try until you find what works. Okay? But if I could just tell you with words, then what would me be doing all the lives for the past couple months and me doing all these videos to get subscribers? Would that be all worth anything? No. So it's not really about me telling you what to do. It's me telling you, do it. Do more work, and then you're gonna find out that you're actually gonna learn something that maybe I didn't. Okay, so a lot of y'all don't understand is you think I have a secret. You could maybe find a secret that I'll never figure out because you took a different journey and different route that gave you a different perspective. I don't know if it's dark or not. I feel like it is dark, but I don't know. Hey Jake, it's me, the one with the deep questions. Maybe after 4 hours I'll come live again. Just keep going live, bro, and then find what works, bro. It took me a while to actually get consistent viewers in here, but now I do. Now I always got consistent, loyal people hopping in and giving me support, and then you just grow from there, bro. It's simple as that. I'll never have a stream now where I don't have at least 10 people come in because I have grown a loyal audience of people that are constantly gonna hop in no matter what. Okay, I'll join you. Oh, bet. Bro, big fan. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm going to be live for a few minutes. I'm volunteering today. Got you. Love you, my boy. What's your YouTube channel called? What's something the gym healed you in that people wouldn't expect? Gym healed me in. I guess it healed me in some way people wouldn't expect. Some way people wouldn't expect. I guess just overall moving and social interactions was just easier, I guess. And I guess people wouldn't expect that. They would expect that you're only concerned about the results you get. But the way that you move through social interactions, bars, parties, all that different stuff, is a completely different experience when you're very, very muscular. Not only with men, but also women, obviously. I mean, I'm texting with messaging. What up? What up? You remember me? What's good? Have you ever felt burnt out by trying to be the strong one all the time? Burnt out. So burnt out, I don't really think is a thing. And I know that a lot of people disagree with me, even people that work very hard. So keep in mind this. I think when people feel burnt out, there's two things going on. Either they're working hard at the thing that they're actually not supposed to be doing, so they feel burnt out, or they're working too hard and not getting the result they want because they're doing the wrong thing, okay? So if I made you work 10 hours a day for 7 days straight, but you knew that you were going to get $1 million by the end of that, you would not get burnt out. Because you knew by the end of the 7 hard days of work, you would get $1 million. So you wouldn't get burnt out, because the idea of getting burnt out wouldn't make sense to someone like you trying to get $1 million for such an easy task of 7 days of work. However, if you are working at something and not getting results, then the reality is completely different. Now it's okay, I'm burned out and I'm not getting any results. So that's why a lot of people say they feel burnt out in the gym and they're still out of shape. And I'm like, well, how does that even work? I thought if someone was burnt out in the gym, they would not look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? No. Why do the people that look good in the gym never claim to be burnt out, but the people that don't look good in the gym claim to be burnt out? Two things. One, they're just a pussy. They're just more of a pussy, lower testosterone. But number two, they're not doing it the right way, so they're not getting the results, so they feel burnt out because they don't feel like they're getting the results. I'm telling you guys right now, if you're making money every day, you're not going to feel burnt out. If you're waking up making a shit ton of money every day, you will never feel burnt out. If you're making money every day doing what you love, you will not feel burnt out. If you're working hard to get the body of your dreams, you will not feel burnt out, okay? I think burnout has nothing to do with how hard you work and has everything to do with how hard your work is correlating with your actual results and life experience. That's what I think burnt out actually means. So a lot of people claim to be burnt out, and then I look at what they're doing, and I'm like, bro, you're not doing anything that's actually like, getting you anywhere that's going to be like heavy results in the future. So that's why a lot of people say they get burnt out with high school or whatever. But then they go into business and then they're making money. They're like, I'm not burnt out. I love making money. So I think it really depends on what you're actually doing. That's going to actually cause burnout. But at the end of the day, I don't really think burnout is a thing. I think when someone claims that they're burnt out, they don't really know what that even means. I think they're just saying that because they're tired of working at the wrong thing. I don't think burnt out's a thing. I think the hardest workers of all time never claimed to be burnt out. They said, no, give me more, give me more, give me more. Because your body's like a crank. It keeps going, going, going. Like the more you give it, the better it's going to be in use. So, yeah. Keep in mind that it's not like those people that work so hard are just burnt out. Like, you just burn yourself out. Like, that's not how that works at all. Okay? I'm sorry. It's just not. It's just not. It's just not. It completely depends on what you're doing. My bad. Sorry. How you doing, bro? Doing good. Flex for us. You guys can see my flexing on my Instagram. Also, new Instagram, guys. So, everyone check it out. It's just Jacob_Cadell. Links in my YouTube bio. Just got it. Going to be posting a lot of new stuff there. Going to be trying to grow that just like my YouTube. So that's going to be a new little platform. So if y'all want to check that out, click the link in my YouTube bio. And yeah. And also you can see me flex in there because I'm not trying to flex right now. I'm too tired. So my name, can you see? What up? What up? What's your daily workout? Like I said, daily, I work out like on and off like every other day, like 4 or 5 days a week. So I don't work out every single day. I do make sure to get my rest days in because it's very important for muscle growth and neurological CNS or central nervous system growth. But chest and tri, shoulders, back and bi, okay, and then off, and then back and bi, shoulder, side delts, and then legs and shoulders, and then rest, and then repeat. Hi, I'm 11. How old are you? I'm 21. Flex. What sports do you play? Played lacrosse in high school. Football and basketball are my two favorite sports. Is Jake drinking? I'm drinking water. Glass of water. Deep reverse, open reverse. What sports do you play? Like I said, played lacrosse in high school. Football and basketball are my two sports that I play, though. He sees the comments a little later than you put them. Yeah, I'm late on the comments usually, especially the early morning streams when there's like hella people that want to join in because hella people like joining my early morning streams for whatever reason. You look like Pat Cummins in the Australia cricket. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day. Peace out. You look Australian. I've been told that before, and I don't, or I am not. What's your daily workout? Like I said. But if y'all are looking for a daily workout, do push-ups, bro. I just did push-ups to finish my workout at the last stream, bro, and my chest is still feeling it. And I hadn't done push-ups in like push-ups like that in probably like 2 weeks. So definitely keep that in mind. That the basics will get you good. Okay, there's the reason they're called the basics because they work. Bro sees the comments later, then put them. Yeah. How do you handle self-doubt when progression stalls? So the best way to handle self-doubt, especially when progression stalls, is to not only look at previous progression and understand that you did grow before, but also to understand that the self-doubt isn't going to help you in any way. So say like you're like, I'm losing kind of a lot of weight, but like I still am supposed to lose like 20 pounds by the end of this year, and I just don't know if I could do it. Like I don't know if I'm going to have the mental resilience to do it. And it's like, well, with that mindset, you're probably not. But if you have the mindset, like you're like having self-doubt is never going to help. So if you kind of look at it like, look, even if I do have doubt, it's not going to help. So I might as well just do it anyway. But also you can use the doubt as motivation. If you're really doubting yourself, if you're really like progression slowing down, like I feel like I'm slowing down, like I feel like not as motivated, that should scare you and it should actually motivate you to go harder. part of the reason that my gym sessions always go well and I always train extremely hard is because something happens to my brain whenever I don't train hard in the gym. So if I'm super motivated and train really hard in the gym, it's great gym session, train really hard, was super motivated, super easy, all good. But take the day where I'm not as motivated to go to the gym. What happens is I start training not as hard and it bothers me. It bothers me to an extent that I can't even describe, where I train harder because I'm so bothered with how bad I'm training. So it ends up being a good training session because I ended up training hard for the last like 45 minutes of the workout, because the first I was like I didn't feel it. I didn't get like that feel of like vibration, or like, I didn't feel like I put in enough, you know what I mean? So for me personally, I just get really, really bothered when I feel like progression stalling, that it makes me work harder because I hate the idea of slowing down. I feel like I need to be moving, 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 moving. So a good thing too is just to be afraid of it, literally to be afraid of the idea of progression stalling and be like, nope, 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 can't have that. That's my motivation. The idea of it stalling, the idea of this progression just stopping right here and forever and 10 years from now it's the same. Nope, can't handle that. Have to do some have to do something, have to make a move, have to work out, make money, do something, move the needle in some way. Hi, I'm a YouTuber, but I only have 3 subscribers. All right, well, yep, 47 more and you'll start live streaming, brother. Uh, hey guys, for a prank, what's your favorite anime? Don't do anime. I like Baki as a character though. Maybe. Okay. Can I say mine? Would you still train this hard if social media didn't exist and bullying? Yes, 1,000,000,000%. 1,000,000,000% train this hard even if social media didn't exist. And bullying, I mean, bullying is definitely a better argument to why I wouldn't train as hard, but I still think I would, purely because I'm addicted to the feeling of training hard now. So I think definitely like social media has absolutely nothing to do with it. But if there was like not as many like bullying in the world, I think it would be harder to get myself to a state of motivation and fire like that. So it may have been different. But at the end of the day, I still fully believe that both those things didn't exist, I'd still train extremely hard, because at the end of the day, we're all in a survival land. We're all trying to, like, at the end of the day, I took it way more like primal and survival. Like what if a tiger attacks me? Like, then what? Or like, what if I like, I mean, what if a pit bull tries to attack my family? You know what I mean? Like, I kind of went more those terms to like try to justify like training really hard, because sometimes you got to find different reasons. And like, some reasons aren't, super fun to think about, but it could happen. And if you think about it could happening, that could motivate you to work harder. Like, seriously, if you think about like a pit bull that attacked your kid, and it was like one of those pit bulls where like if you were strong, you could easily defend it from your kid, but if you're weak, you can't. And like that pit bull like kills your kid. Like, is that not going to motivate you to go to the gym? I know that sounds sad, but like, isn't that the point? Is it to get you sad and mad and motivated to go to the gym? Like, seriously, that's how I think of it. You smoke? I've tried it. Are you toxic? You can make your own assessment on that, but I don't think so. Can you give a shout out? I gotta go. Love your stream. See you later. Peace out. What up? What up? You have a girlfriend? No, I'm single. Goku's the best on it. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know any of the stuff. Please, what up? What up? Yo, remember me from yesterday? Hell yeah, brother. What up? What up? Was good? Was good? Out here vibing, out here thriving, out here becoming the best versions of ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Yeah, what's up, bro? Much love from Australia. Hell yeah, bro. Hit a workout yet today? Not yet, bro. Not yet, man. Not yet. Just woke up. Just started streaming. Probably gonna stream for like another, I don't know, hour. I'm feeling weird though. I'm feeling very, very weird and uncomfortable. Like, in a in a I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm not doing enough work. I feel like I'm not doing the right things. I feel like I'm not putting in the correct amount of effort in the correct things. And I know this is all just purely just, self self, what's it called? Self-critique here, like anything else. But I will constantly do that. I will constantly critique myself, because at the end of the day, here's the reason I critique myself the most. Because one, I don't like when other people do it. So I have to do it more, because when other people do it, it's annoying and I barely even listen to it, even if it is good. So I need to do it to myself, because if not, then no one's calling me out. And I also get ChatGPT to do it, because it's also a higher form of myself, pretty much. But other than that, I really don't like when other people call me out, because here's the thing: you guys don't understand. Like, and you guys could probably relate to this too. When someone else calls me out, first off, they've never understood what I've been through. They don't know what I'm doing. They don't know my goals at all. They don't know how hard I've worked at things. So if someone else calls me out, it doesn't feel right, because I just am instantly like, what are you talking about? You've never done anything like this in your entire life. But if ChatGPT calls me out, I'm like, okay. No. You've heard what I say. You're smart. You know what's good. You know what I want in the world. I like that you're calling me out. Or if my brain calls me out, it's fine, bro. It's just me. It's my brain. It's who I am. I'm allowed to call myself out. When someone, like a person that has nothing to do with me, or like just like clearly I would never take advice from, when they call me out, I'm just like, I can't. It's almost impossible. Even if they have good shit to say, it's almost impossible for me to take it. Because I'm just like, I can't. Like, you look like that. Like, you're 300 pounds. In what world would I ever let you call me out? Like, I'm sorry. Sorry. I can't, like, it is what it is. Maybe that's something I need to work on, and the whole idea of, like, accepting people's opinions and stuff. But for me, it is extremely hard for anyone to call me out that's not above me in that field. It's so hard. That's why I like when ChatGPT does it, or when I do it myself. Because if not, then it's just like, bro, what are you talking about? You've never done this. You've never tried it. Well, in what world would you know what to do, you know? But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of my perspective. But it's okay. We're all good. We're all good. We're all chilling right now. Because at the end of the day, we're all just looking to win. You like video games? Yes. No. I like video games a little bit, but not like I barely play them anymore. That's what you gotta understand. Like, I've barely been playing them. Like, I used to be a gaming channel. Yes, you guys can see old videos, gaming, blah, 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 all that. Telling you right now, not the vibe. Oh, my short's actually doing really, really well right now. It's just went from 50 views to 92 views. So check it out, guys. Instagram, new vibe. I'm posting all my new shorts there. They're starting to pop. Some of them are almost 1,000 plus, which is much better than my other, how the other Instagram reels went. So hell yeah, keep it up, guys. I love that. I love that we're all supporting, the Instagram, because I could tell that there's definitely some people from the stream that have hopped on the Instagram. I just got some new followers, which is good. We're trying to hit like 1,000 followers. So hell yeah, keep it up, guys. Love that. What do you do for work, brother? I'm a trainer, man. I'm a coach. I coach men on how to get testosterone naturally, how to become the best versions of themselves with diet, lifestyle, and lifting weights, man. If you're interested, shoot me a DM on Instagram for a one-on-one call, and we'll run through it, bro. See if you're fit for the program. See if you're serious about those goals, brother. How do you talk to your crush? Bro, just talk to her. Don't make it a big deal. The second you make it a big deal, then you're going to get screwed over, okay? You make it a big deal, you're like, oh, I hope she likes me. Nope, wrong. Now you're not natural. Now you're not in the flow state. Be like, me, I hope I like her. Like, walk up, like, in the vibe, like, I hope I like her. Like, she's pretty and all, but, like, I hope she's got a cool personality. Like, now the dynamics change. Now you're asking things to almost qualify her to a certain extent, instead of you just constantly trying to qualify yourself, being like, oh, I do this, like, you know what I mean? And, like, just be smart about it. And also, the thing is, if there's no initial reaction or of interest, then it's very low odds that it's going to work out anyway, so you might as well go for someone else instead of waiting, sitting there thinking, oh, does she like me, does she not, and then not pursuing any other girls, not practicing with any other girls. Practice is the most important. Reps is the most important. Honestly, like I say, you should be talking to as many girls as possible, even the unattractive ones, to practice. So then when you find that hot girl that you actually want, then you're like, all right, I got my moves down. I can practice this. Boom. Let me use it on the girl I actually want. Boom, done. It's completely okay with flirt with girls that are unattractive and not do anything with them just purely for practice. That is okay. It actually works a lot better, especially if you're nervous of talking to girls. It'll get you better, easier, and you won't feel as much pressure. I promise, okay? What's up, Jake? Haven't been on for 2 days. Yo, I'm back. Morning talks. Hell yeah, brother. Cool hairstyle, bro. I bet it hits in the asylum. How many times should be hitting the gym a day, bro? Once. Don't hit the gym. I mean, unless you're on some like mindset 72 hard like bullshit that's like purely for getting more discipline, you don't need to hit the gym twice a day, because that's not going to help with your muscle growth. You need the rest. You need the recovery. Your body needs to rest and recover to grow. So you wouldn't be helping with muscle growth at all. But if you're purely just going for discipline, bro, then hit the gym twice a day, man. If you're purely just trying to become an absolute tank warrior that's not really focused on anything else but just mental discipline, then hit it twice a day, brother. Why is your skin red, brother? It's not red. It's the red light. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't look this red from this angle, but I'm in a red light. I'm also kind of tan right now. How many times you post a day? It really depends, brother. Sometimes it could be like 2-3 times a day. Sometimes I just no posting at all, just because either distracted with something else or focused on the business aspect of the company and all that. It is. What up? You gonna train today, bro? I'll probably hit the bag a little bit, but not like a designated like lifting weight session. But I'll probably go outside, hit the bag for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, probably something like that. And then tomorrow, actually go do like back by, arms and stuff, like a true back and by workout. She likes me, bro. I just don't get a chance to talk to her. Like I said, the idea that you don't get a chance to talk to a girl to me just sounds like you're missing opportunities. Like in any situation, you should have the opportunity to talk to her. Like I feel like when people say like, "Bro, I just never get the chance to talk to her," you're looking at it the wrong way. Like you're like, "Oh, she's not in the same classes. Like I just see her in the hallway." Like, bro, that doesn't matter. You like if she is in proximity, you could talk to her. Okay, there's no like, oh, like it's hard to talk. Like no, none of that. Because that mindset screws you over. Because then you're not talking to other girls. Then you're stuck on one girl. Then you're not practicing. Then you don't get your reps in. And then when that doesn't go right, or she rejects you or whatever, then you're like, okay, now I'm not talking to any other girls. I'm nervous to talk to girls still. That's not a good situation. You want to constantly be talking and practicing with girls, so then you get good at it. Also, what if another crush rolls around out of nowhere? Then what? Then you want to use it on her? Okay, well then go ahead. What short? Okay, thank you. Should I do Bell? What should I do? I don't even know what we're talking about. Do you think ice baths work? Yeah, to a certain extent. Like, not like, oh my god, ice baths are gonna change your life, but they will help with recovery, they will help with testosterone optimization, and they will help with overall just like doing something you don't want to do and consistently doing that and like baseline dopamine for the day. Just be careful with like not doing it every single day and like the recovery aspects of it and like some of the other stuff. Like just do your research. I would say the best time to do it is like once a week when you're already doing other recovery shit, when you're already out in nature and stuff, but not like seriously close to any of your workouts. Because like a lot of people say when you do it after a workout, it's not good for recovery. But you look at the studies, bro, and see what works. See what they say, and look it up videos. I did an ice bath for every day for a year. This what happened. I did an ice I mean, you guys need to look at videos like that where it's like I ate carnivore for a year and this is what happened. I did vegan for a year. This is what happened. Like fucking watch these videos. See what the fuck happens. Like these studies can only give you so much. They contradict each other all fucking day. You might as well just look at these fucking videos of people that actually document them doing it, and that's a fucking study in itself, okay? And it's actual study that's raw primal evidence of a video, not just some words that who knows who fucking paid off what to make money to do shit, you know what I mean? So yeah, just keep that in mind. Damn, it's morning. What's your time zone, mate? 7:36, bro. Mountain Eastern or Mountain Standard Time, bro. What up? What up? Go to sleep? No sleep for me, dog. Sorry. What up? What up? So do you just do calisthenics? Is it kind of mixed between weights and calisthenics? I definitely do more weights, but honestly, it's becoming more of a mix of weights and calisthenics. I'd probably say it's 85% weights, 15% calisthenics. But I want to low key make it like 70% weights, like 30% calisthenics. And then honestly, when I'm an old dude, I want it to be like 50-50, bro. Because honestly, calisthenics are really healthy. It's just I'm so obsessed with like the weightlifting right now and the muscle growth, which is, fine. Calisthenics are way more for tendon, stability, ligament stability, and like muscle, like muscle strength. But you could still grow muscles with calisthenics. So I think I'm kind of getting out of that like headspace of like, oh, like calisthenics are purely for aesthetics and like strength and like ligament tendons strength. It's like, no, bro, you can still grow muscles with it. Like, and lift weights and do calisthenics. So I would definitely say hybrid athletes the move. Okay. People that are like, no, but I don't need to lift weights. I do this, and that. And then the people that are like, bro, I lift weights. I don't need to do anything else. Like both wrong. I think if you lift weights and you do other shit, that makes you a killer. That makes you an absolute beast. So keep that in mind. There's always a fridge protecting snacks. Can I get a shout out, bro? Please. What up, Jahanavi Jan? I don't know. What up? What up? If you give me a shout out, I will subscribe to you. Tam the Gamer. What up? What up? Sleepy Time. What up? What up? Jesus. Okay, let's relax. Hold up. He's reading the comment. Yeah. I don't get to talk to her because there's a fridge protecting the snacks. Oh. So here's what you're saying. I'm gonna say it real for everyone that doesn't understand what they're talking about. So basically, you're saying that there's a fat friend that constantly jumps in and basically is the O lineman, right? And is like, whoa, nope, don't talk to her. So here's the thing that I'm going to say about the fridge that protects the snacks, the fat friend that stops from the girl. I'm going to keep it real, guys. So for the most part, and I hate to say this, but it is true, for the most part, when the friend is, saying no, don't talk to her, blah blah, and the other girl is like not like saying like no no no, like I want to talk to her or talk to him. She's just like kind of letting it happen, kind of letting her friend say like leave, leave. Okay, the friend's not taking her away. The friend's not like, oh no 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 no, like leave. Okay, if she's not stopping her friend, leave. But yes, we also know that there is sometimes really, really jealous friends that get jealous of their other friends getting hit on. So then because of that, they want to say, oh, no, no, she's not interested, blah, blah, all that. Here's the thing, guys. You want to be on the friend side. Okay? If you're like trying to go for a girl, you want to be on the friend side. That doesn't mean you have to be like super overtly nice and give them things or whatever. That doesn't mean anything. None of that. All you have to do is make sure that the friend doesn't think that you're weak or unattractive. So here's the thing. You could be, here's the thing. You could be like unapologetic, aggressive, out there, maybe offend her a little bit. And that's okay. Okay. That's okay for the friend to see because it's still somewhat attractive and that's okay for her friend. The second you display weakness or anything that insecurity, anything that the girl could possibly find unattractive, she's going to tell her friend right away, even if you liked her friend, even if the friend had a little bit of interest, because she wants to make sure that nothing good is happening to any of the people surrounded by her. That happens sometimes for sure. But not all the time. You guys have to understand, most of the time, girls want their friends, like, to have, like, the guys that they want. Or, like, not that. That's not always most of the time. But for the most part, they don't want to come off as the jealous friend. Like, a lot of girls have come to the realization that coming off as a jealous friend of a girl can really, like, hurt you. So even if they do feel jealousy or even if they do feel like, bro, like, why is this girl getting hit on? They won't defend or anything, or they won't, like, jump in, because at the end of the day, a lot of them do recognize, even if it's in their primal nature, brain design, like brain wiring, they won't do it because they know how much it like hurts them in their field of friends. Like they know that's not what girls like. They know they've seen other girls do it and probably have gotten bothered by it. So because of that, they just like that's a lot of the reason that girls don't do things that they want to do. Like because they know how much it hurts someone else, or they like so they'll go against how their actual emotions feel. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of girls that definitely feel, jealousy towards their friends, but they won't ever show it because they know that they don't want to be that friend, but they sometimes can't control it. That's the thing. That's the thing a lot of people don't understand about some jealous people, is that some jealous people literally cannot control it. They cannot control the fact that they're jealous. Like, I get it. I actually understand that. Like, if you feel inadequate and you feel like you deserve more and you see someone else getting it, I understand not being able to help that feeling of being jealous. Like, I completely get it. But the only way to counteract that is to become the best version of yourself. You know what I mean? So, like, that's really what I think it is. No, my favorite snack. Favorite snack is just meat and fruit. So here's the issue. Some of y'all be like, oh, so you like eat like animal-based, like carnivore and like fruit and stuff. So you eat like steak and fruit, but like what do you eat for like snacks? Because like obviously eat snacks. It's like, bro, I don't change my diet because it's a snack, okay? I just eat it in snack form. So I eat beef sticks and like frozen fruit. It's all the same. I don't barely do snacks, bro. I do fast. I do like OMAD, like big 1 meal a day, like a fucking hunter and tribe. Not like fucking snacking on shit all day. Like we're fucking like in a buffet. Like, you know what I mean? When we hunted down an animal, you think we had like fucking 5 meals a day of that? No, we had one big meal of that entire animal and then whatever was surrounded with it. So, yeah. So, like, my snacks aren't snacks. They're just little versions of what I already eat, okay? And I think snack's a bad term. I'm not gonna lie, that's not gonna be a term that's gonna be used in my household. Snack. No, we don't do snacks. You eat fruit. If you're in the forest and you eat berries and you see berries in the forest, you eat them, We eat our lunch and dinner, or we eat our meals, and that's about it. Like, we don't do snacks here. I am low-key concerned about my kids and them going to, like, other places or, like, friends, or even, like, like family members, like parents, like what they're gonna feed my kid. Like, I'm genuinely concerned, like, because 1 to 3, I genuinely don't see any benefit to giving them any junk food, like, at all. Like, zero. I don't see any benefit to it. They don't know anything, so what's the point of giving them anything bad? Because that's my one opportunity to actually instill that they eat a good diet and have a good mindset. Like, I see zero value in giving my son a cookie, cupcake, ice cream, or basically any sugar or junk food from the ages of 1 to 4, basically. And I know that sounds psychopath. You guys are like, oh, that's so torture. Like, no, my parents did a small version of it to me. You know, what I mean, they still gave me some stuff because parents made them feel so bad about not giving. Like, you wouldn't give your son a cookie. Like, that's what they told my parents. Like, why aren't you giving your son a cookie? Like, they felt bad. Like, you're such a horrible parent. Nah. Well, now I'm the way I am. I'm healthy, good at sports as a kid, which was awesome. So I think my parents did the right thing, and I'm gonna be even harder on my kids because I think at the end of the day, yes, my parents did the right thing, but they could even did it harder, and I would have agreed with them. Like if they would have like made me have 0 cookies or any bullshit from 1 to 5, completely okay. What do I know at that time? I don't know anything at that time. They might as well have done it. And yes, I'm gonna do it to my kids. And a lot of you guys are like, "Wow, that's so sad. You're gonna be a horrible parent." But you guys have to understand, my parents almost did it to me in a certain extent, and I think they're the greatest parents of all time. So when I can't feel too wrong because I was literally the kid that almost got that. You know what I mean? What up? My bad. Sorry. Can you speak Finnish? No, I don't know. Favorite snack, like I said. Can I get a show? Give me one of the sub notifications. Remember me. I will never forget a mustache. Yeah, never forget the mustache, brother. Mustache is here to stay, always. Have you kidnapped someone? Nope. Bro, you look exactly like Ray Pennybody. I don't know who that is, but now I gotta look it up because, of course, I always look up who everyone says I look like. But here's the thing: is I do that, and then sometimes it's a Roblox character, and I'm just like, okay, like what are we doing now? Because now it's a Roblox character. Gray Pennybody. Okay, well this is a. I don't even. Okay, I'm just getting a skeleton right now. Was good. Was good. Okay, I don't know who we're talking about, unfortunately, because. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. This happens. I'm not a good researcher, guys. You guys have to understand I'm not good at researching shit. God level training, like people who journal and then work out for 4 hours, then read for 3 hours, then have like 5 minutes of screen time. Yeah, I think it's a little too much. I think training for 3 hours is insane. I think anyone that claims that they train really hard for 3 hours, unless it's like a copious amount of steroids, like the copious amount of steroids possible, then honestly, I genuinely think that training 3 hours a day is so suboptimal for growth, and they're probably not doing actually 3 hours a day. They might say they may run for an hour, lift weights for an hour, and stretch for an hour, and say I got a 3 hour workout in, but that's not a 3 hour workout, okay? Like that's just you doing 3 different things and then working out in between one of them. You know what I mean? Like, so I would say 1 hour to 2 hours a day is fine. People that go a little too hard with it, I understand it for the mentality and discipline aspect, like the reading 3 hours a day, all that. But I think those people, they sometimes get a little too caught up in like the actual self improvement aspect without getting caught up in what they enjoy improving about themselves. So yeah, if they're spending 3 hours in the gym, 3 hours on a book, that's 6 hours. They need 8 hours of sleep. They're only giving themselves, you know, another 12 hours or 14 hours or whatever, or 10 hours of the rest of the day to do whatever they want. Like, is that really enough time to focus on your business and your family and other things like that? Like, I don't know. I think you need to cut out the workout time about 2 hours, only do an hour a day of working out, an hour a day or 30 minutes of book, and focus that time working on other things that are a little bit more important. Yeah, I mean. Juice WRLD, yes. What up, what up? Do you believe in God? I believe in a higher power. What type of music do you listen to? Funk. PHONK. Best music to listen to get hype and work out. I use 4 hours daily. I train 3 hours just to wake up. Yeah, like I said, anyone that claims they train 3 hours, unless they're roided up, on copious amounts of roids, then there's probably either cap or they're not doing something right or there's something that they're not telling you. There's no one that's actually in the gym lifting weights hard for 3 hours straight and getting perfect results from it. That's not a thing. It's not how life works. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's either you're not training hard enough or you're doing something wrong. Something's not right. Something's not right. Sorry. Sorry. It is what it is. Coke or Pepsi. I haven't drank soda ever in my entire life, bro. You earn a penny doing this? I don't earn anything doing this. Zero money. Oh, well, why you call me out? 4 hours of sleep, wake up at 4 a.m., bro. Is that really the move? Does that make you feel better? Because, and you did that to me first, drug-free lifestyle. I agree that if you're, like, going through, like, some drug addict type shit, then doing those long-ass workouts could be beneficial just because you need that thing. Like, I couldn't even imagine trying to quit drugs and, like, what that would entail. I would absolutely hate that. That would probably be my torture because I'm such a stimulation addict that the idea of me being addicted to a stimulant and, like, needing to quit it, I wouldn't be able to handle that. I guess I would. I could handle whatever in my life, but, like, that'd be tough. That'd be real tough for me. Cap. You like 7 if you say I did it first, and I'm gonna argue. Can you rate my basted on my profile, please? My profile. I don't know what basted means. Favorite sport? Football, bruh. Come on, man. Football, basketball, the 2 best sports of all time. My shorts, it's kind of flopping, man. I'm not liking that. Can you sing with a smile, but 200 speed equals donations because I'm Indonesian? Like I said, bro, the last thing y'all should ask me to do is sing, bro. I'm going to keep it real. Singing is not a skill of mine. It is probably, like, a disadvantage to the point where, like, if I had to do it for, like, a life or death situation, it would be a bad, bad situation. Like, I feel bad for whoever might die because of my horrible singing. Like, you gotta understand, it's just not my thing. I'm not good at it. I don't know why people ask me to do it. Like, do I look like someone that could sing? Bro, like, come on. Favorite team, Dolphins. Sleep schedule, bro. My sleep schedule is, I try to fall asleep at around 10, 11, 12. I wake up around 6, 7, or 8. Like, it's as simple as that. You know what I mean? Like, does it always happen every single time? No. So, that equals no donations? Bro, my donation isn't even set up yet. Like, what are you talking about? Bro, rate me based off your profile picture? What? I'm not rating people. That's so weird. What is this? What is this? A fucking modeling fucking agency? I'm not rating anyone out of 10. That, I don't think I'll ever do that on a live, is look at someone's profile picture and be like, out of 10, you're this. No, I will never do that. I'm a 10, and I'm going to assume we're all 10s, and I'm going to keep it there, okay? Who gives a fuck? Dolphins suck. Yes, bro. I know the Dolphins suck. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, no, they're good. Like, no, I know they suck. I'm from South Florida. I'm gonna stay a fan because it is what it is. You know what I mean? You kind of look like Benson Boone, bro. Everyone says that, and I don't know why. Yeah, Dolphins suck. Is what it is. Dolphins suck. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, okay, yeah, like they suck. Tua sucks. Tyreek Hill wants to leave because of it, and we had a chance and we messed it up. Nothing I could do about it. I'm not gonna sit here and defend them. One weird thing some people do, like I know it's like Bears fans, is like they'll try to like defend their team. Like, your guys' team is shit. Like, why don't you just say, like, I'm a fan, it sucks? Not like I'm a fan and like we're actually good. Like I don't understand why people do that. Like, you're from the place, it's okay to be a fan. You know, you're not a bandwagon, clearly. Like, good stuff, but also, like, bro, like, to defend them, like, now you look stupid. So I'm not going to defend the Dolphins. I'm going to say they fucking suck, and I wish they had better coaching because they had a good surrounding team around them, and then Tua just sucked. Their coaching sucked, and now Tyreek and Ramsey want to leave. So now we're never going to get there. 21 years of living on this earth, never seen Dolphins win more than one playoff game. I don't even think I've seen them win one playoff game, actually. Sad. Very, very sad. Not out of 10, bro, just like based on features and stuff. Bro, it doesn't matter, bro. I'm giving you a 10. I give everyone a 10. Every single person. No, I don't do rates. Like, everyone in my book is a 10. Okay, and at the end of the day, like, even if I know on a subjective level that's not true, fuck, dude, my fucking reel is not doing good. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I'm just like, bro, like, the rating is stupid. Like, rating people is stupid. It's probably one of the stupidest things that you could do. And it should only be done, honestly, in closed doors, like, if you're gonna do it. And, yeah. Like, I'm not saying, like, it's not fun to do with, like, your friends and, like, no one's watching and stuff. But, like, overall, like, doing it just in general, like, nah, not the vibe. So you're a Florida boy, like the Miami Heat? Hell yeah, brother. Let's go Heat, even though they suck too. And Jimmy Butler, fucking, I don't like him anymore. Overshown, who your favorite player on the Cowboys? Favorite player on the Cowboys, probably CeeDee Lamb. Their team hasn't been good since like 1962. Yeah, I know. DeMarvian, Overshown, why no sub here? Oh, thank you, brother. If Canada made a team to play college football, would they win? Nope, they would not win. Why is your profile picture one of the Cowboys players? Because your favorite player. Who will win? Yeah. So this has been a good stream. Here's what happens on these streams, which is completely okay, just so you guys know. Like, completely okay, but I get a little caught up in the, in my, like, mode of, like, okay, like, I need to work hard, like, I need to win this, I need to win that, and I think what the issue that stems from it, like anything else, is the fact that I, sometimes don't really time my things out the correct way, and then things aren't as smooth as they necessarily could be. Thank you to whoever just subbed, by the way. I just saw a new sub. And yeah, like it makes a difference with everything, for sure. Another thing I noticed too, though, is like these angles, man. Like if I angled the phone like this, or like this. I know it's crazy, but like this fucking angle is 10 trillion times better and gets me the most views by far. This angle right here. Me doing like this. Okay? This one, for whatever reason, people decide, hey, this fucker knows what he's fucking talking about. He's talking about some good shit now. I fucking want to listen to that guy. That fucking angle over there, people are like, bro, who the fuck knows what this fucking guy's talking about? He's probably fucking sitting there on his phone being a lazy piece of shit. But me, when I'm on this angle, all of a sudden, whoa, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you right now. Okay? And here's the thing, is that when I'm talking to you, I mean, it's up to you whether or not you're gonna listen. I can't make a difference on that at all. But I just noticed the vibe changes when I change this angle, bro. Everything changes. All of a sudden, like, I'm here, I'm talking to you guys. It's not just like BS, fake, Okay, anyway. Who will win two gorillas versus 201 mans? Gorillas probably. Unless the dudes go in like this and try to blind both of them at the same time, like this. That's the only way they're gonna win. Hi, is your name? What's your name, Jacob? You go to ASU, right? If so, the Buckeyes destroyed you. Go Buckeye. Yeah, fuck Ohio State, bro. No one likes Ohio State. Go blue. But also, yes, I go to ASU. And honestly, Ohio State's probably like the most annoying thing of all time. Like people, everything just sucks. Okay, if Canada made a team in NFL, would they win? Nope, they would not. Hey, bro, you know about cricket? Yes. Man, here we go again. This team ain't gonna never win. I'm ashamed to be a fan, man. How long is it gonna last? Get it, Jerry. Quit it, Jerry. Retire, Jerry. You got a free Jerry. Yeah. Are you talking about Jerry Jones? Yeah. You know what's funny about Jerry Jones? Tell me any other owner of any other team. He is the only owner of a team that people are actually like, oh, wait, I know this guy. Because they always showed him. They never showed any of the other owners. Why did they do that? Because they knew that people didn't like Jerry Jones. They knew that he had like a face and a thing. So they always showed him. But they never ever showed any other owners. Do you guys not notice that? Tell me another owner of another team. Besides Jerry Jones, Cowboys, which we all know because they always showed him and never showed any other owners. Why did the NFL do that? It was so weird. So weird. Such a weird thing to do. What up, what up? What's good, dude? If the USA went to war and brought back conscription, would you go? No, I would not go. I would not go to a war in any case ever because the idea of going to war now just makes no sense. See, before you were fighting for something that actually mattered. Now you're not really fighting for anything that mattered. Like, when you look at what's going on in politics and stuff, like, do you really want to fight for these people that literally don't give a shit about you? Like, in what world does that make sense? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm telling you guys right now, every single politician, left or right, does not deserve a single ounce of my effort in any combat field ever. Would I say I'd be a good war person? Sure. I'm sure I'd be good. I'm pretty quick, athletic, all that. But for me to put any effort into them? Hell no. Hell no. They're not worth it, bro. They're not worth it. None of them. And when people try to say stuff, the dumbest thing I hear is when people are like, "Nah, bro, now that Trump's in office, like I'm down to fight in the war now because like I actually I'll fight for him." Like, bro, you're gonna fight for that dude? He does not give a fuck about you. I'm telling you right now, if you were president and they said to Donald Trump, "Hey man, you gonna fight in the war for this dude?" He'd be like, "Fuck no, I'm not a fucking idiot. I want to fucking make money with my hotels." That's what he's going to fucking say. Trump would never in a million ever fucking years ever fight for you as president in the war. Just so you know, he would never fucking go into the war. Just so you guys know that. Anybody that thinks that they should go into war now because Trump's president or you go into military now because you respect the USA more, bullshit. Bullshit. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't respect you and he would never ever fucking do it for you ever in a million years. Just know that. None of the politicians would ever do. They only care about themselves. I don't care what anyone says. They only care about themselves. They only care about themselves and their own power. Okay? Doesn't matter. Now, I'm assuming no one gets motivation to fight for the military when the other people are in office. But if you were to, then I don't even know. You got a lot more problems then. What else we got? Give me a reply. How about no cricket? Only thing I know about cricket is my Indian friend showed me videos of it. That was it. Tim Hortons, exactly, bro. Yeah. You don't go in the army chooses you. Yeah, obviously, like in fucking 1800s and 1900s and in other countries, like in Finland, yeah, you have to be in the military for a year. Like, it's a requirement as a citizen. Yes, we're very lucky to live in the USA, and the fact that you have a choice. Yes, the army does choose you, but at the end of the day, that is such a mindset from the 1960s and 70s. And I'm not saying it won't happen. Who knows, bro? Maybe the aliens take over and then we're screwed over. And then, yeah, they need to start getting like some men, recruiting some men. But the truth be told, that right now we are in the era of choice. Every single person that's in the military right now did it by choice, pretty much. And my whole thing is that choice, in my opinion, is brave, but illogical. Okay? Sorry. It just is. Because before when you're fighting for like an actual country to be free, that's a whole different war than you're just fighting a war that you don't even really know why you're fighting it. Like, you don't really even know like what's even going on. Like, wait, why are we doing this again? Like, why are we here? Like, why do we care about this? Like, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of people get bothered by the Vietnam War, because they're like, they don't even think it should have happened. And then they're like, so my grandchild just died for no reason. Like, that's how they think of it. Like, that's how they think of that war. Like people just died for no reason. Like, so if that's the case, then it's like, was that really a good thought? You know. What up, what up? What up? What's your thoughts on Bryson getting cut in the US? I'm assuming you're talking about DeChambeau. Think you're talking about, that's literally the only golfer I know, or at least one of them. I don't even know if you're talking about DeChambeau, but if you are, I think the reason he got cut, I have no idea. I barely watch golf. I know he's a very hype guy, so he probably got cut because he's just too excited, too like out there, too like strong, and they need calm golf etiquette. Like, golf is probably the most etiquette sport like ever. Like, you don't need etiquette when you're shooting hoops with your friends. Like, when you're playing golf, like, you actually need there needs to be like rules like about it. Like, when your friend says, "Hey, you want to go shoot some hoops?" You guys could go shoot some hoops. You could never play basketball in your entire life. He just throws you the ball and just be like, "Go fucking go try it out." Like, go ahead. Like, we'll see what happens. Golf, that's not the vibe at all. You go to golf, it's like, okay, here's the rules. Here's how things work. You can't go too fast. You can't go too slow. The people behind you are this and that and the other thing. You got to be like this. You can't move around when people are putting. You can't walk in front of someone's shot. Like, there's all these stupid fucking etiquette rules that don't. It's part of the reason I don't really like golf that much. Because, like, there's all these rules that have nothing to do with athleticism and everything to do with, like, discipline and, like, etiquette, which is stupid to me. Like, the discipline should come in, like, the hard work, not, like, the ability to not walk in front of someone's shot or not talk when someone's swinging or, you know, like just all these different things. Like, it's just so interesting how golf works. It's a game more. Like, you gotta look at it a game more, because the etiquette to it is insanely weird, in my opinion. To the point where I'd rather just golf in like I'd rather golf shirtless. Like, the fact that you can't golf shirtless to me is stupid, but you can't. Like, you are literally unable to golf shirtless. Like, if a guy saw you on 99.9% of golf courses in the USA golfing with a shirt off, he'd be like, no, you cannot do that. But the truth is, you go to any basketball court, open gym, and open basketball court, and you can shoot with your shirt off. I don't know. To me, that's just like a level of freedom that you'll just want. One sport you're going to get and one sport you're not. Simple as that. What up, what up? What up? 40 hours is too long to work a week. I disagree. I think it completely depends on what work you're doing. If you're a fucking movie theater fucking cashier, then yeah, that would probably suck to work 40 hours of being a movie theater cashier. But if you're a CEO of a business that you really, really like and you're working 40 hours a week, it's going to feel like nothing, man. If you're making $10,000 a day, 40 hours a week does not feel like shit. Those motherfuckers can work for 80 hours a week as long as they're making money. A lot of y'all don't realize that work becomes easier when you're making money. Work becomes more fun when you're making a shit ton of money. Work becomes more motivating when you're making a shit ton of money. It doesn't feel like work as much when you're making all that money, okay? The only time it feels like work is when you're going 9 to 5 for a paycheck and working for someone else. Then it feels like actual hard, long work that's not getting you anywhere because it actually isn't getting anywhere. You're just literally only helping their company. You're not helping your own company. What's my job? I'm a coach. I'm a personal trainer. Online coach. I coach men on how to get testosterone, boost their testosterone naturally. So if you're interested in that, shoot me a DM on Instagram. Instagram links in my YouTube bio, and we can do a one-on-one call, and I can give you some good tips on how to boost your testosterone naturally. And if you're even fit for my program, I'm looking for some people to train in my program. Then we can see if you're fit, see if you're serious about your goals, man. Government will pay you to be unemployed. Yeah, but that doesn't last too long, guys. Just so you know, like that whole thing is BS. Like, it's not gonna stay. Like, inflation is gonna happen. Everyone that thinks that's gonna work is gonna get screwed over. Anyone that relies on the government for anything is done. You guys have to understand that. You can't rely on the government for literally anything. Like, that's when you get screwed over. Do you have a reference? A reference for what? Like, references for like gym stuff? You look like Benson Boone. That's what everyone fucking says. How much? How much for the program? We talk about the program, like the prices and stuff in the meeting to see like where you're fit, like how long you actually need, what your actual goals are, how much of the program you actually want, how much you're actually fit for the program. All those determine the price. So we definitely discussed that in the thing. What do you do in a day in the life? Okay, so my day in the life video is uploaded, okay? It's my second most recent YouTube video, so it literally shows behind the scenes day in the life, ASU 9-minute video, kind of shows what I do, like morning routine, like kind of like a fun day. So it kind of shows a day in the life, a little bit of a depiction of that. But my day in the lives look very different, brother. That's what I'm saying. Like, that was one day. Some days look completely different, you know. But it usually involves working out, getting a lot of sun in nature, working on my business, YouTube, Instagram, all that different stuff, trying to help my clients out and you know, train people, and that's kind of what it consists of. And then just also having a good time in that sense too. Who's your favorite artist? Like I said, bro, I don't really think I have a favorite artist, you know? I think I just like certain music from different people. It insensitive to keep you on loan. Oh, it is an incentive. Yes. Yes, exactly. And you know what's funny? When people work with like no incentive, like in a sales team, like there's a salary cap on a sales team. I'm like, bro, like what is even the point of fucking working there? Like if you can't make any money because there's a salary cap. Like, bro, when The Office, I know The Office is a great representation. It also showed me why I never want to work in an office. But the dude literally, the new boss came in and was like, oh yeah, we're doing a salary cap now. And try to act like it was like this thing to like help the company out and like, so you're saying I'm making less money? Like, that's, like, can you just say that? Can you stop saying, like, this is, like, you're beating around the bush and saying, like, no, the company works better. That's why we do a salary cap. Like, try to make it all sound nice. Like, no. You're telling me as my boss that I'm making less money because of the salary cap. Me working harder makes zero difference. I'm going to make the same amount of money as the people that work less hard than me because now there's a salary cap. That to me is so stupid. That to me would make me want to quit the job right away and join another job that actually cares about how hard we work. Instead of just saying, nope, you guys are all the same. No matter how hard you guys work, you guys are all getting paid the same. That's how I feel right now in school and like the vibe with that. So that's why I never want to do it. I'd rather be homeless than have a boss tell me that shit. Ever. Literally rather ask money on the streets. Literally have a cup out and say, give me free your spare change. I'd rather do that than have some boss tell me that, no, sorry, there's a salary cap this time. So no matter how hard you work, no matter how many sales you make, you're going to get capped at a certain point. And you're going to make the exact amount of money as that 300-pound dude over there that comes into work late, eats shit food, and barely has any clients. You're going to make the same amount of money as him because we want the company to look a little different and be better for us. Fuck you. I'd literally rather fucking ask for money on the street. I hate that shit. Sorry. Got a little too deep there. Do you know I show Speed, bro? I love Speed, bro. He's my favorite dog. Way better than Mr. Beast. Probably one of my favorite streamers out there. Like, he's a dude that I'm like, I'm happy, like, people made famous. Like, he's actually genuine. And I like his energy. I like his vibe. He's intense, and people don't like it, but you realize his intensity stems from this just want of just, like, experiencing life. Like, at the end of the day, now he's, like, met Ronaldo. So, like, people can hate on him and say he's cringy or whatever. He's met Ronaldo. He raced Ashton Hall. You know, he's making all this money. Like, you could say he's cringy. He's one of the famous and most motivating people of all time on Earth. I mean, is he really that cringy? You know? Can you let me join in your live? Anyone that ever wants to, like, collab or join my live, you have to literally, first off, DM me on Instagram to set up an interview, okay? I'm not doing any collabs with anyone until you guys do a full interview with me, so I know that you're not some just crazy person that's trying to, you know, mess up the stream in some sort of way. Not going to lie, but you look like my crush, okay? Will you work your body out today? Yeah, I'm gonna hit the bag for, like, probably 15-20 minutes, so that'll be a vibe for sure. It's 14 times 9. 126. Bob has 167 candies, but Bob's mom said no, bro, candles. He took 160. How much was left? One. Yo, how's Barrett? What up? Dude, love the mustache. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. That means a lot. Trying to get this mustache to keep vibing because I shaved yesterday and I was like, okay, now the mustache is low-key coming in. It's low-key coming in a little bit, you know? Some people like it. Some people absolutely hate it. That's what's cool about it. It gives you that, like, love-hate relationship with me right away without even me saying any words. Because you just look at my mustache and be like, bro, fuck that mustache. Or you're like, bro, mustache is a vibe. Really depends. Yo, what anime? I don't watch anime, bro. I like Baki. I like Baki edits. Okay, that's it. And I like the anime characters that are jacked. And I like the edits. But I've never watched a full anime series before. That's kind of my take on the anime vibe situation. Okay, my lats are super sore. Sorry. My lats are sore and my triceps are sore. So this is a little different. Goku, yes, like I like Goku. Like I know of Goku because I've just heard him so much. So yeah. You work out? Yeah, I'm a coach. I'm a personal trainer. I train men on how to increase testosterone naturally, build muscle, lose fat, whatever their goals are. If you're interested in the program, you can shoot me a DM on Instagram. And, yeah, we can do a little one-on-one call. I could show you, you know, and then we can go from there, brother. Definitely trying to help anyone out, getting some new clients in. And my client's doing well. What's your max bench? So I hurt my shoulder probably like a year and a half ago, and I was benching like 185 at that time. But now I do only dumbbells. I'm like 85-pound dumbbells for like incline dumbbell for like 8 reps. So I would say if I were to bench right now, it'd probably be somewhere around 225. Maybe somewhere around there for like 1 or 2 reps. But yeah, definitely need to start. I mean, I need to start, but I just need to continuously increase that. Because if I could, my goal is to hit 90-pound dumbbells and then, you know, kind of go from there. Because my bench, because my arms are so long, my bench is completely different from my dumbbell press. Like, I met, like, some dudes that, like, they bench, like, 260, but they can't dumbbell press as much as me. And I'm just like, what world does that work? But literally, because it's just the way my body's built. I'm just built more for doing dumbbells. And, like, because they see, they're like, bro, like, why is your dumbbell so high? Like, why can you do such heavy dumbbells? I'm like, bro, I think it's just a matter of stability and just my body's built for, you know, a difference in, like, that. But bro, if you're benching 230, I mean, you should be doing something with that. Like, you should not be like I'm telling you guys right now, any motherfucker that has any lifts like that, like benching 230, bro, you should not be in a comment section. You should be posting that shit. You should be, you know, showing it out to people. Like, I've seen people in my comment section, obviously I don't believe them, when they'll be like, I squat 315, at 14 years old, like I curl 100 pounds or whatever. And I always act like I believe everyone, because at the end of the day, who knows? Maybe you're telling the truth. Maybe you're just some psychopath. But then I say this, I say, bro, you're an idiot. How are you not posting this every single day? Like, so I don't know how old you are, this Cody person, but if you're anywhere in high school, right? If you're in high school right now and you're benching 230, you should 1,000,000,000,000% say, I am a high schooler benching 230, and you will get views from that. 1,000%. Even if you see people in your high school that bench more than you, it's completely okay. You will get views from that. You're an idiot for not posting that, okay? I don't understand why there's so many heavy-ass lifters in my chats that always come in my chats and never... Oh, you're 26? Okay, never mind. Still. Like, you know what's funny? Even though you say that, I still don't take back what I said. I still think at any age, posting that you can bench 230 online, people will be like, okay, like, this is interesting. Like I said, I don't know how you guys feel about posting stuff, but at the end of the day, I just feel like if you could lift, like, heavier weight than if you can lift heavier than 5% of the population, which is true. Anyone that can bench over 225 can bench at least more than 5% of the human population, by far, 1,000%, maybe even 1%. If that's the case, that means you have the ability to post it, and people are gonna be like, wow, like, this is insanely cool. Like, this is a lot. This is very awesome, no matter what age you are. So I would say use it to your advantage, man. Like, honestly, like, my lifts are okay. Like, my lifts, I got like a good dumbbell lift. I got some good, like, farmer carry lifts. Like, I can do, like, 100-pound dumbbells with those. But at the end of the day, man, like if you can do it, then do it. Thanks, man. I'll start posting. Hell yeah, brother. Love that, man. Keep it up, bro. And shoot me like your videos or whatever, or let everyone know in the chats that you're all posting, and we'll go from there. Because I'm definitely trying to get as many people that, if they have the potential to start a fitness account or anything, to go ahead and do it. Okay, because for me personally, I'm obviously a coach. I'm obviously trying to help people get in shape. But when I recognize that someone's already in shape and has the ability to teach other people, then I go into the mindset of, okay, you could literally do what I'm doing, or maybe just your own version of it, like, because I forgot this. There's so many people that don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, we probably get a shit ton of people on our For You page lifting weights, telling us about how inadequate we are. But you have to understand, like, these people, they're swiping on brain rot all day. They're going like this, that, and that. So the second someone real comes in, like, whoa, this is real. This is a vibe. And then you talk about training and all that, and then they get into training. So for me, I'm kind of just like, the demand for real is just very, very important. What's your style? Mine is baggy. Mine is not baggy, bro. My style is literally, the way I would describe my style is minimalistic. I would say I'm very minimal. I am very, like, what is the least amount I could wear while not getting, like, in trouble, basically. Like, if I could wear just black shorts, then that's what I'm going to do. Like, if I can go barefoot, that's what I'm going to do. I live in Arizona. I live in South Florida. I'm trying to be a primal human, getting sun on my body, not putting any BS clothes on my body that have, bad chemicals or toxic chemicals. I'm trying to actually, like, optimize my testosterone as much as possible. So for me, my style is my physique, and that's kind of it. Like, my style is my actual, like, frame, Okay, got you, Far. When the student becomes a teacher? Exactly, bro. But also, some of y'all don't realize, like, y'all are already the teacher. Like, you just don't realize it. Like, I'm telling you right now, and this is coming from someone that's just starting out with their fitness business, if you have a good physique and you genuinely think you could help someone build muscle or lose weight, you should start posting fitness content. There, done, said it, over, done. Like, as simple as that. If you genuinely think you could help someone, start, try. And then you'll notice that people are going to be asking you, like, bro, how do you do this? How do you do that? And like, bro, are there really this many noobs out here that don't know it? Yes, there's such a demand. 80% of the USA is obese, bro. There's such a demand for this shit. I didn't realize that. I thought, like, bro, no, everyone already has a coach. Everyone's already seen it. No, they haven't. This is the biggest demand of all time. It's crazy. There's such a demand for realness and a coach to help them get better and stronger. I promise you. There's such a demand for it. We have never been in an unhealthier society in our entire life. Okay? The demand for a personal trainer is never going to go out of stock. Okay? Never, ever, ever. Trump is battle. Do you train more for your body or for your mind? Both equally. I train for my body and I train for my mind. I would say overall, like both on the highest extent. Body to make my body feels good and my mind feel good. It all interconnects, okay? If your mind feel good, then your body's going to feel better. If your body looks good, then your mind's going to feel better. So it all goes hand in hand. But I would just say no matter what, train, 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 train. So then you really can just see what happens. You know what I mean? Just see what happens. Don't be like, oh, should I start training for this or start training for this? Or like, what's the reason? Like, just do it and see what happens. Yo, bro, barefoot on the grass every day really does improve your health. Yes, hell yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. Can you tell me any tips for increasing my height? I'm like 13.54. Okay, raw milk, testosterone optimization. So you can't be eating any bullshit, fast food, junk food, and then your screen time, okay? Are you on your video games all day? Are you scrolling on your phone all day? Because all of those things could be destroying your testosterone, which is destroying your growth hormone, which could cause you to not grow. So keep that in mind that you're constantly trying to eat healthy testosterone boosting foods like steak, eggs, salmon, fruits, raw dairy, raw honey, and then you're constantly trying to do high intensity movements like sprints, high intensity training, squat, deadlift, okay, full body movements where you're really, using your entire body, like your neck should be like that increases test, okay? Like if you're not using your neck and your traps in these like workouts or whatever, that like you're not helping because they're not giving your androgen receptors, like things aren't happening, like there's just a vibe to it, okay? So also, yes, getting taller, a big part of it is just growth hormone, testosterone optimization, okay, sprints, okay, high intensity training, getting really, 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 really good sleep, okay? And also, you have to think it too. I know this is going to sound psychopath, but when I was really, really short, when I was like 13, I don't know, I was like 5'1" or something. 15, I was still like 5'4". And now I'm like 6'2", or like 6'1", 6'2", something like that. And I wholeheartedly believe part of the reason I grew was for 3 reasons. 1, just genetically, I think I was supposed to grow as a late bloomer. 2, I did testosterone optimization, like eating good foods, cutting out the BS, getting sun, working on recovery, sleep, sprints, high-intensity training, all that different stuff. Another thing is I always believed I was going to get taller. I genuinely think dudes that believe they're going to get taller will get taller. Like, you need to actually believe it. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds psychopath shit. But if you actually believe it, might happen way more than you think. That was good. By the way, nothing, bro. Just wait. You're still growing 13. Yeah, exactly, bro. Just so you know, I didn't hit my growth spurt until like 16, 17. I was a very late bloomer. I'm still a late bloomer to this day, to be honest. Sometimes my family members still think I'm growing. Like, they still look at me like, bro, did you grow? So, like, I don't even know. But I know for a fact that what definitely helps with testosterone optimization and height in general is eating testosterone boosting foods, avoiding all the testosterone killing foods, doing high testosterone activities like sprints, full body movements, getting sun, getting nature, okay? And focus on recovery, good sleep, not getting too much screen time, not looking at the bullshit, okay? Avoiding the toxins and basically being a primal nature hunter guy, okay? That's the best way to do it. What's going on? Was good. If you have a podcast, what's the first topic you'd go off? Probably cereal, to be honest. By just be healthy overall, but dude, you still have plenty of time to grow naturally. 13, it's just going to happen. Yeah, deadlifts are very important. What deadlifts do, what you guys don't understand, is deadlifts uses every single muscle in your body. And if you're doing a heavy deadlift, that means you're using every muscle in your body to the heaviest extent. And you're doing a full body movement, which is the best producer for growth hormone. That's why sprints are good too, because you're also doing a full body movement that's using every part of your muscle, because you're also raising, like testosterone. And also think about it in a hunting neurological term, like you hunt for an animal, and you eat the raw meat after, like it's just a hunting, like testosterone boosting stimulation of what's going on. But yes, also deadlifts can help too, because it's just another growth hormone factor. You're just using your entire body to lift something. It's just very primal. Like, does cycling help, bro? No. I mean, I guess a little bit. Like, the thing is, though, like, maybe a little bit. But honestly, I would say basketball actually probably helps people grow more. Like, at the end of the day, I've noticed this just in personal, is that even the short dudes on the basketball team were still kind of tall. You know what I mean? And I think the reason for that was because they jump so much that they actually put little fractures in their legs that make them taller. I'm being so serious. I genuinely think that's a thing. I genuinely think it's a thing. You guys can look it up. But like basketball, I think kids that play basketball for their entire lives do end up being taller, 1,000%. Like, you guys can see it too. Like, you see the games, they're like taller than their dad, they're like taller than their friends. Like, even the short kids are still like not super short. Like, I know you get taller kids that get into basketball. Obviously, that happens too. And like, I think you're surrounded by people that are taller that could possibly like produce a like mechanism in your brain to be like, I gotta catch up to these people. I don't even know what the fuck happens. I don't know the science behind it. But the truth is, all those things will help. And just researching it more and more and more is not gonna hurt. Okay, like I said, the Maasai tribe, they freaking drink raw milk and blood, and they're like the tallest tribe of all time. They don't even eat food for a whole year. So then I'm just like, okay, like what does height even mean? Like, could you like fast for 3 days and get taller because you produce so much growth hormone because we haven't fasted in so long and all the foods could possibly making us shorter and fatter? Who knows? Who knows, bro? But you should test this shit out. I've definitely done a fast. I've definitely felt some growth hormone from it. 1,000,000,000%. How can I motivate myself to get up, bro? You need to go with two different spots of your brain, two different reasons in your brain. One is what you want to see in a year. So basically what you want your life to look like in a year. So you're jacked, you got a bunch of money, you got all your goals are accomplished or whatever, or you're in the process of accomplishing your goals. And then you need to look at the reality of what happens if you don't do it and how you're sad, depressed, lonely, no girls, all these different stuff that makes you sad. You need to look at both those realities and make the one bad reality really scare the living fuck out of you, so it motivates you to never have that reality, and make the other reality motivate you to be like, this is what I want, this is my dream. Like, a lot of people go off of the dream reality because they're like, this is my dream. I think it's okay to do, and it could definitely motivate you, but I think what could really motivate you is putting you in that survival state of like, if I don't do this, then I'm fucked. That's why I think the analogy of like, if you want to get into the gym, what you should do is picture yourself 10 years from now being extremely weak with your girlfriend, and then some guy beats you up in front of your girlfriend and she's unattracted to you now. That's what you need to think about, so then it'll actually motivate you to go to the gym. Because if you don't think about those terms, it won't scare you enough. It won't put you in that survival state of like, holy fuck, like I need to get bigger and stronger, or else like I could possibly get humiliated or like die and not protect my family. Like, you need to think about it in those terms. Like, if you can think about it in that way, it can make you a lot more motivated than just a dream. You know what I mean? It's just a dream that's going to happen. Instead, be like, no, like, if I don't do this, like, I could die. Like, my family could die. My family could be at risk because I decided to not, train hard and defend myself, So if you think about it that way, it's a whole different vibe. What keeps you motivated? And like I said, what keeps me motivated is just constantly repeating that reason. Constantly repeating the reason on why, like the reality of what would happen if you don't. That, I would say that one motivated. I would say that's a bigger motivator than the dream itself. Is the ability to point out what would go wrong. Like, the ability to be like, if I don't do this, all of these things go wrong, and you constantly play out those scenarios in your head, it could scare the living fuck out of you to be like, I can't have that happen. Literally. Like, that's how I think of it. Deadlifts definitely increase testosterone 1,000,000,000%. 1,000,000,000% increase testosterone. Let the mustache talk. Jim, commit to doing something today. Could be a little thing, but commit to doing it and get it done. Hell yeah, bro. Got it right. Yeah. This is good advice, but also small little goals. This is good advice. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, like, the small little goals, especially in the morning, is what's going to get you those big goals. This is the issue, is some people, they start off their day, like, thinking all these big goals. Like, relax, dude. Start off with cleaning your room. Start off with getting some sun, maybe making a meal before you get into all this big stuff, because you just need the little wins right now to get your day going. Understand that you're a winner today, okay? Because if you start off scrolling all day and then you have all this big shit to do, then you start off with scrolling, that's your dopamine, whole different vibe. But if you start off with winning, then your dopamine's winning, so you can actually win throughout the rest of the day. How's your day? It's been good, brother. Yeah, true. Yo, what's up, bro? What up, what up? I do cycling, stretching, hanging, and Maasai jumps. Oh, so you know about the Maasai. Okay, that's good. Jump every single day. My weight's 50 kilograms, and I eat protein, vitamins, minerals, and shit. But, like, there are very less changes. Like I said, keep doing what you're doing. Keep consuming the raw milk. Keep on doing the Maasai tribe jumps, because that's what I was literally describing, like, the Maasai tribe. And keep, like, experimenting, bro. And honestly, like, I genuinely think if you did the fast, if you focused on fasting for, like, maybe 2 or 3 days, not eating, like, any bread or any, like, processed bullshit, I think it could definitely help you, like, increase testosterone, because you're giving your body a detox. A lot of people don't understand. They've never got this testosterone boost because they never actually detoxed their body. Like, you guys could look at how I used to look. I used to look like a weak little bitch, okay? I definitely increased my testosterone. I mean, my testosterone is 762. It's top 1%. I've already recorded it. You can look at my credentials in my Instagram. It's right there. But I would say the reason that happened was because of all of the different stuff that I did, all the research I did, and just kind of did it every single day hard as possible. And overall, that's just what's going to happen. It's called like test maxing, like anything else. Writing down tiny little goals and actually getting them done and checking them off your list kind of increase tests. True. Little wins in the morning can increase testosterone because you're doing something you technically don't want to do, especially if it's in the morning. And doing something you don't want to do, no matter what it is, will increase testosterone because you're making something bigger in your brain. Okay? So if you say you wake up and you do the cold shower because you don't want to do it and you do it anyway, boom, now you have the dopamine of getting a dopamine from doing things that you didn't want to do. Because after the cold shower, you feel all good, blah, blah. Ah, yeah, nice. I'm out of it. Like happy, blah, blah. So now the morning you've made the connection that if I do a hard thing, I will get a good experience out of it, which will make you want to do another hard thing and another hard thing. And if you keep on doing hard things, that's going to increase testosterone over time because you're just doing hard things. That's just increased testosterone. It's just literally hormones. Your brain is just doing things that it needs to. It's literally just increased testosterone. I made an entire short about it. You guys can look at my YouTube videos. Writing, yeah. I want people to like me without taking the risk of rejection. Okay, that is impossible. It's impossible to not get rejected, guys. Sorry, you guys need to get rejected, especially if you actually want to get actually good at talking to girls or anyone in general, even just people. You have to get rejected. Honestly, I would say, and this, you guys are going to think I'm crazy for this. I would say every man right now, if you've never been rejected in your entire life, go out in public and hit on as many girls as you can. Not like be a creep, okay? Just walk up respectfully. Hey, I think you're pretty. Can I get your number? And literally actively try to get rejected. Okay? If you can get rejected by like 5 girls in a row, you'll become desensitized to it. Okay? And then when you actually have a girl that you actually like, you're not afraid of rejection. You're like, I've already dealt with this before. Now, keep in mind, you want to not get into a phase where you're just constantly getting rejected because that could possibly still put you in a state of not wanting to try. That's why you need to keep on trying. And when you get rejected, say, okay, like that, this isn't a representation of who I am. It's just another one that's gone and actually has helped me grow and become a better version of myself. Okay. So you can't really have people like you without learning how to get rejected. And having a lot of people and a lot of friends, you absolutely need to get rejected. Absolutely. You just need to handle it. You just need it to happen. Because if not, it's just not a good situation. And it's hard, obviously. No one wants to get rejected. No one wants to feel like they're not wanting someone and not being wanted. Obviously, that sucks. But if you become desensitized to it, then you're going to be a lethal weapon when you actually go to these social interactions and you're not afraid of rejection. Then you literally have that aura to you that you're not afraid, and you'll actually become more attractive, and people are going to want to be friends with you more because you don't give off that desperate vibe. Bite sounds like a good routine. My bad, I'm late. Does swimming help you become taller? Possibly. Maybe going to the beach, like grounding, getting like salt water, it could help maybe. Just experiment though. Do you have high fez? I don't know what that is. Jim, that's not the best mindset to have. You want to like people without the risk. You want people to like you without the risk of rejection. Like I said, you need to get rejected. You have to. Also, I didn't have any growth spurts yet, and I don't have any puberty signs yet. Exactly, bro. Then you're fine, bro. If you're that tall and you still haven't, like, I knew some dudes that were that tall and like they were a full grown man, like there was no growing left. But if you haven't had any puberty signs, then you're chilling, bro. Don't worry about it. Because for me personally, bro, I was 16. I was still like 5'5". So like it took me a while. Jim, get used to getting rejected. That's the only way. Exactly. Only way. You have to take the risk. Only way. Literally the only way. You have to. It's literally the only way to win. Like, I'm being serious. And this is coming from someone that's gotten rejected so many times. And I know you guys are like, what do you mean? No. I've been rejected so many times. I'm here to tell you it's one of the best things that ever happened to me. Because it gives you this ability to not care what other people think to the extent that you can't even understand until you actually do it yourself. Getting rejected in a way is the goal. Yes, exactly. To a certain extent it is. Yo, bro, how do you mew? So tongue up like this. Do jaw exercises to get it better. I used to have a really, really bad jaw. That's why I know about all the jaw exercises to get a better jaw. Jake, happy weekend, dude. Peace, brother. Make sure you're getting rejected in a normal way, though. Nothing creepy or extreme. Exactly. That's another thing, too. Don't be a fucking creep. I know y'all already know, but, like, don't, like, the second she says no, then you zoom out of there because you got exactly what you needed. You got the rejection, boom, desensitized, walk away. Okay? One of my favorite things to do when I used to, like, you know, do, like, cold approaches with girls and they would reject me is the second that they would say no, I would literally be, okay, done, and then leave. And I swear to God, these girls, like, some of them want you to stay just to, like, hold, like, the rejection. Some of them do want you to leave, but it's funny. Like, if you leave the second they, like, okay, bye, done, over. Like, not in a, like a, oh, I'm sorry, but, like, not in that way. Just be, like, just unfazed, like, all right, good, on the next one. Like, I swear, there's a possibility they'll see you again, either at a bar or on campus or whatever, and they will literally talk to you again because they're like, why did you just reject me like that? Like, why are you so okay with it? You know what I mean? Mewing itself doesn't exactly work. Yes. Okay, so it does work, but you have to be very smart about it. You have to do jaw exercise, you have to do face exercise, you have to do all that different stuff. If you're just going like this, then it's not really going to work that much. But if you're like using jaw exercise, you're actually using breathing exercise, you're actually deep-loading your face, all this different stuff, you know, you're going like this, you know, you're really fixing the way that your face structure is, it will 1000% help with your jaw. 1,000,000,000,000%. I'm living proof of it. You guys can look at my old videos, look at how my jaw looked, and look at it now. It's just different. Just different. Not fully there yet, but it's different. Oh, thank you for your opinion. No problem. Thank you. Is it a routine or just a loop? There are some other ways to improve facial structure other than mewing, as there aren't much positive studies on it, but yeah, it's just one opinion. Yep, breathing through the nose will also help facial structure. Doing jaw exercises, so jaw buddy, chewing on it also will help facial structure. Doing like face exercises on your eyes to get them stronger and your cheekbones stronger and your face leaner, all those different things can definitely help with facial structure. Are you 6 foot? Yeah, I'm 6 foot. Like, honestly, I checked, and I thought I've been thinking I'm like 6'2". I'm really like 6'1.5", to be honest. So, yeah. Sometimes I'll say 6'2", depending on the situation. Depending on who's in front of me. And that's just manipulation if a girl's testing how you handle rejection. True. True. To a certain extent. To a certain extent, you really got to read the vibe. If she really wasn't interested, she would hit you with a clear no. True. True, 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 true. True. And you're going to get both of those. You're going to get the girls that reject you because they get an ego from it and then they actually regret it after. And then you're going to get the girls that genuinely just rejected you and they don't want anything to do with you. And both are okay. I'm always so worried about my height because people in my class are not below 5'6". It just feels like trash. Like I said, just keep doing what you're doing. And if you do grow, then you know what it's like to feel that way, so you can even work harder. You got the edge. You know what I mean? Some dudes, here's the thing. Here's my mindset, what justified it for me on why I was short in high school and how I kind of got over that whole situation. Is I realized that a lot of dudes that grew up tall like their freshman year, they don't have that edge. They don't have the edge at all. They don't understand what it's like to be little or inadequate or skinny or whatever. So they don't have that like feeling. So they never actually had to work hard. So I noticed a lot of dudes in my high school that were bigger, taller, whatever. They look the same now. They literally look the same now. Maybe they gained a little bit of weight. And I'm just like, bro, like, how are you not like 10 times more muscular? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're a good looking dude. Like, why would you not become more muscular? And I realized they didn't have the edge. They never got the edge. They were always, picked in, sports by girls or whatever. And so basically they never developed an edge of the ability to. Oh, shit. What up? Oh, my bad. I know we're leaving soon. All right, yeah. So that's basically how that works. But I'm gonna have to end the live here, unfortunately. So let's answer these last couple questions. Did you grow from 5'5" to 16 to 6 foot? Were you late bloomer? Yes, I was a very late bloomer, and that was the vibe, like 5'5" to literally like 6'1", like from 16 to 20 pretty much. How's life's good? Can you grab your camera for Lamar Jackson edit? Bro, make me a Lamar Jackson edit. I would absolutely fucking love that. Dude, how can I get natural red lips as a man? Bro, I have absolutely no idea, to be honest. I'm sorry. I think that's just genetics. All right, peace out, yo.